do this every week here, guys, on the Motivation Monday Show.
We will never, ever get it.
Hey,
everyone.
Oh, I will say, hey, Keisha, it's you. Oh, I thought it was someone else. Hold on. I'm going to do the watch party.
Watch party.
And start. And we're going to get a little people. Some people want us to wait a little bit before we dive right in. So we're going to wait for 2 seconds to make sure that we are sharing the video to the groups. And please share the video. Obviously, it's needed so we can grow and help others. We don't only want to help you guys. So don't be selfish.
Right? Tag a friend, share, like.
Please. We'd like to meet some new folks. And let's see here. I think I'm shared up. All right. So.
You shared it in I'm on the watch party now.
I'm in the watch party too.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
under
start
my name. Yeah, no, under my name. It's under yours.
Yeah. So we have watch parties going on. Gary's also monitoring our Motivation Monday Show page. Mm-hmm. So if you want to comment on there, he'll also tell us that you guys are commenting, because we always want you guys to be interactive. My voice is still gone. I can't. I need some water.
Wait, we gotta ask this. Yes. I have to ask this question. So, Jessica, how was your weekend?
Oh my God, my weekend was blessed. I celebrated my mother's 65th golden years here at Level Up. Connection, space. It was so different to see Keisha in that dynamic as she manages the space so well, but it was different when I'm the client and she's the manager. Because
I was on my toes with this one.
Yes,
okay?
Because as you guys know, I love professionalism. It's everything. And Keisha, honestly, thank you so much for the space. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal from start to finish. Shout out to Party Shack. I love, one thing I do love about Level Up, Keisha does have vendors, and they're very accessible. So this is a good thing. If you rent this space, vendors, she'll take care of you that way. DJ Trilla.
Yo, he was so dope. I gotta send him a clip I took of him. Oh my God. The vibes was right.
Phenomenal. Yes. I mean, guys, if you guys follow me, I tag Keisha. The party was so good I can't even speak English right now.
So it was really phenomenal.
Yes, thank you.
Did you do anything else?
No. Sunday, the whining that took place, that was not me. Her name is Sasha.
No, Jessica was done in the place. I was like,
Suzanne.
Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Alvin. Alvin is joining us tonight.
Oh my God. Hello. Some new visitors. Suzanne, thank you so much for attending the party. And as you can see, me and Keisha didn't do our hair.
No.
My hair was sweated out, okay? You can ring it. So we did not plan our hairstyles.
Not at all.
But we do look nice, right? Strong Black women on camera, and just so fitting for our topic today.
It definitely is. So my weekend was not only challenged by this phenomenal party planner and her family. We changed the name from Level Up on Saturday to the Sinclair's Club, just so you know.
Sinclair's Club. People are still mentioning. And like I said, I couldn't have done it without Keisha and my siblings. Made a shout out to the Sinclair gang.
They rallied and made it wonderful for your mom.
Thank you. Thank you.
On Sunday, I had 2 small events. So, after 5 o'clock, I kind of cleaned up and head straight home to bed. Yeah. I was done. Dead. I woke up after 11 and then stayed up till 2 to get some work done today. Just really, it was good. It was a good weekend.
It was a good weekend.
Thank you for being not only a client but a friend to Level Up.
Thank you.
All right,
you're welcome. You are
thank
so
you.
welcome.
All right, and thanks for that dope review.
Hello, somebody. We talked about reviews.
Reviews
right?
help, man.
I'm a woman of my word, and we had a conversation. If you haven't seen that episode, please catch up. Yeah. That's another thing too. If you can't meet the show at 8 o'clock, please. We have a great team here that uploads our videos.
Yes.
And Keisha, you deserve the review. Check out her reviews on Yelp and Google reviews.
Google
you are so welcome for that. Reviews helps a lot. So our topic.
Let's get right
into it. Our topic is Women History Month.
Yeah.
We want to give you guys a backgrounder on it, and of course, we want to know who is influential
in your life.
What
woman Other than your mom.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Please don't say your mother or your sister. We really want to.
There's other women out there that I know that are definitely making impacts in all of our lives. So if you don't know of any, we surely can name a few, which we'll do tonight.
Right.
You can read about them, and you can also research. So.
Right. Somebody just said, Alvin said, I like that. Share the link, it's free.
Yes.
We used to say that in the beginning, it's just a tap. A tap. So.
Yeah.
So Keisha, could you give us the history?
All right. So we know, Women's History Month was started. It was a bit ago.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it went all the way back to 1979. They did a 15-day conference about women's history.
Wow.
And Congress passed the month of March in 1987 as the Women's History Month.
Like the official day?
The official month.
I'm sorry, month.
Right, Congress. The official month. Hey, Sian, how are you? But it started small into California.
Wow.
And look where it has grown to and impacted and reached and integrated and just, developed. And it's phenomenal to watch. Yeah. So there's a message in this piece that I'm saying about the history.
Right.
It started small. In 1979, around then. So you can imagine. Now it's 2019. Wow. Not too far away because I was 3.
With the crickets?
I was 3 when they started it. So it's a message that no matter how small you start, never give up because
my God.
See? Message.
And what is the show? We inspire, uplift, empower, and bring resources. And this is one of those messages.
That's one of the golden nuggets in the show today. There's a bunch of names I want to share.
Right.
Women's History Month, but I want to share this. In 1951, I have her name here. 1951, Althea Gibson became the Tennis Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in 1951, Althea Gibson.
Okay.
So before there were Serenas.
Serena,
and Venus.
I'm sure.
And what's this other young lady's name? Well, she's not young no more, but she was the queen of the court.
Oh, is she the one that they named that in Queens? Asher. Because she had to use a man's name.
And
somebody out there listening, the stadium in Queens, right? The stadium in Queens is named after her.
Really?
Gary, you're from Queens. That's where they have the tennis matches every year.
Tennis stadium.
The stadium in Queens. What is it called? What?
No.
That's Citi Field.
No.
Isn't that baseball?
Yeah.
But again, she had to have a more of a unisex.
Arthur Ashe.
That is a woman. You could take that.
Ashe.
You could take that to the bank.
Billie Jean King, another one.
That's exactly so.
Definitely, there are so many more.
Yeah.
So many more phenomenal women that contributed, and you don't hear their names.
I'm curious.
often.
I'm curious. Girl Scouts.
Yeah, in 1912.
That's why
it was founded.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big.
Women's rights was founded in 1920.
That's big.
Amelia Earhart flew in 1932.
Amazing.
Right. So with everything that women
have accomplished,
have gone through, and really, but I just wanted to mention these names because you don't hear them. Right. Amelia Boynton Robinson. She helped organize the 1965 Selma March.
Oh wow.
Jane Bolin. She's a trailblazer. She was the first Black woman to graduate from Yale Law.
I was going to say she looks like a
she was the nation's first Black female judge in 1939.
Wow.
Daisy Bates, the American civil rights activist, publisher, journalist. The list goes on. Miriam Makeba. Yes, incredible woman of color. South African singer. She spoke out about apartheid. Google these people. Alexa Kennedy. She became the first Black neurosurgeon in U.S. in 1981.
Oh, wow. This is
first of many.
Huge.
So you don't hear about these women in your history books in
school.
But you have the internet, which is
and why is that? Who dictates our education? That could be a whole different conversation itself. And the reason why, Keisha is naming more of the African American. Of course, Women's History Month is not about color; it's about just the gender. But I thought she thought it was fit to highlight these women because you don't hear about them all the time.
They're not in, right. I purposefully Googled.
Very smart.
You know, women that you don't hear about.
Correct.
A lot.
Correct.
So Google them. There's a
plethora.
Feature in bustle.com that will give you, I'm still scrolling, so there are like 20 of them that have not been named.
Wow.
16, 17.
Trailblazers.
Yes, so
that
17
look like
of
us,
them.
that look like all of, you know,
like us,
and knowledge is power. It's at your fingertips, and I'm tired of people saying they don't read books, but the knowledge is here.
Yeah.
And it's very important for us to have this conversation because it's the month. We really want to invite you to nominate, if you will. Come on our show with your mentor or your mentee. We would really love to have a different type of show where it's not more of an interview thing, but just to see how a sister or a woman of who's not of color, of course.
Whichever.
It's not right. That's a woman.
Any substantial background that has made an impact in your life.
Absolutely.
I could name a few.
Exactly.
You know, other than my mom.
Exactly, and that's what we don't want.
Your mom, most of us, we know.
Yeah.
That's the first woman that you're going to see majority of the time because they're nurturing. So what do you have to share?
So I have a few things that I wanted to talk about, but the word empowerment, I really wanted us to define what it is because a lot of us are using it so loosely. And I remember, not even remember, Friday I had some time and these lovely women, this magazine, this is my neighbor's magazine. I'm being very transparent, came to my house. I will return it in your mailbox after the show. And so I loved it. I thought it was very powerful. I know, Keisha, you're like, because I don't, let me cover her address. Neighbor, I love you dearly, but it's for a reason why.
Shitty the people in book.
But these generational, I never got into the show, was it Red Table Talk? I watched it because of the whole Jordan Woods, the Kardashian thing, and I really wanted to see what Jada was how she was going to treat this young lady. And I just kept on watching episode after episode after episode. This is women empowerment. This is women empowerment on so many levels. And so I wanted to define it. I don't want us to use it loosely. I don't want us to just do it for a ticket sale. There's so many darn events happening this month, and it's great. Don't get me wrong. I want to host these events. But what's the purpose when the person goes home? Where's the accountability? This is why we said we want you to come with your mentee or mentor. Who has helped you along the way? Absolutely. Very important. Jada's mom helped her. Jada's now helping her daughter's generation. I thought this cover was very important.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
So women empowerment is a process in which women elaborate, recreate what could be, what should be, and how to overcome circumstances that they were previously denied. So that woman empowerment means that we're trying to get in. Correct. Right? You're not going to empower yourself if you're already in the room. So it's an inclusion thing. Right. So many women that I follow on Instagram, I'm very strategic with who I follow. There has been Google opportunities for them to start inclusion, diversity. Think about that. What does that mean? That means that these companies lack people like me and Keisha, the brown and black girl, the brown and black boy. So they have these new titles. I say they're new because I feel like they're coming out of the woodworks. Right. Where they want these. They want us. They want us. And so I want us to be careful how we say we're empowering another woman. Like Jada said, I'm not going to anyone's event anymore for a photo opportunity.
Oh my goodness.
I am not going to your event because they want her photo, but they're not empowering anyone.
They want to be celebrity attached.
How many people want that in our world, though?
I'm good. I don't think I am in any, like, it's just a human being. They put this high, like, it's a human being that goes through human trial and error just like you and I. Correct. Chloe says hello. Hey. Hi, Chloe. How are you? Chloe, you have a lot of women empowerment events. I want to know, Chloe, why you started ANS. And what does it mean for you to empower the women that come to your event? Because you do yours every year. But I really wanted us to understand what Jada said. Opportunities, that's all a lot of you guys want, is just an opportunity, and it's flat. She's done. Yeah. And so, and I think I'm getting to that level too. I'm over it. Stop. Right. Stop saying you go girl sis, but then you're not empowering anyone else. It just stops there. It just stops there. What does empowerment really mean to you? Please text us right now. Gary and Keisha, we're ready to talk to you guys about that. Before I give you my tip, I want to know, Keisha, what does empowerment mean to you?
Gary, I want you to get in on this. Although you're a guy, I would love to know your perspective. What does empowerment mean to you? Women empowerment.
Well, women empowerment, I think it has been long overdue. We need to come together. Remove the cattiness, remove the negativity and the stigma of us being women, and pretty much, as Jessica was saying about including others. It should not just be I'm over here and Jessica is over there. Empowerment to me means including everyone for the one greater cause. It's always a win-win. No matter what kind of opportunity that you have, you can share it. As I've always noted, learn something, teach something, earn from that something that you're teaching. It should mean if I'm so like gung-ho, and it won't be about everything and every day. I need somebody to help me, to grow, level up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You already know how I feel about leveling up. I want somebody to be able to, root for me in that corner and be like, you know what, I know you can do it. Don't doubt yourself. Push me. You know what I mean? Keep me accountable, with whatever I say. There is tons of women that I can call on, that I could say, you know what, I need your help. I need you to come. Grace Ann, she's always a biggest supporter. Jackie Wilson, supporter. Like, I could go on and on. They empower me. Like, I had brunch with Jackie. We were talking about buying property.
I saw that. I saw you.
We're not just eating. We're eating with purpose and passion and pulling and taking. Thing. That's empowering to me.
Yeah. Stop. Like I said, we have to do better. And like Jada Pinkett Smith said, it's more than just dropping it a hashtag. You go, sis, you're right, empowerment, and then you guys are just going on with your life. So I guess for me, empowerment means accountability. It means love, and it means loving yourself first, right? How can I empower you if I don't even like to look at myself in the mirror?
Correct. Some people fake it.
A lot of like Jada did say, there's a lot of phonies, especially in Hollywood, of course. But Jordan said the same thing on the show. She said, I did something wrong. Not one friend texted me. Jada said,
they were not your friend.
Exactly.
If they didn't text you to say, yo,
you don't
okay?
have friends, people out there. You have associates. That's another show. Stop it. How many friends do you have? You should be able to count them on a hand. If you have more than 5, like Jada's mother said, they're not your friend, they're your associate. So, I had to say that because I feel like we're using the empowerment word loosely. This month is great, but what happens next month?
Next month. It's like Black History Month. Black History Year for me.
I'm over it.
Women's History Year for me, because we should always maintain and practice and go harder every single month for those causes. Not just 1 month. We need a do-over. No, we don't need a Black Month do-over. We don't need a Women's History do-over. There's things that are going to just F up. It's going to happen. Yeah. Why beat yourself over the head about it? Apologize, move on.
Apologize and move on.
We have 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes?
What?
Darn.
Jessica.
So let me get into the tips then. God damn, Gary. But yeah, we just wanted to have this discussion before we really, bring other people to the table. We really want you to understand the history on this topic and how we can do better. And not only this month. Guys, every month. Get a pen and paper out. Very big tips, and I already have this on my Post-it board. I'm addicted to Post-its. Tips for empowering yourself and for others. Let's do it. Tip number 1, be open to possibilities.
I like that.
Be open to possibilities.
Don't close off yourself.
Do not close.
Maybe an opportunity of a lifetime.
Do not close off yourself. Gary, I see you going to Instagram. We forgot. We're not looking at them. Hi! Thank you so much for coming out from Pennsylvania this weekend. Thank you. That was very special. Anyone else? So tip number 1 for empowering yourself, be open to possibilities. 2, focus on who you are. Focus on who you are, not what society wants you to be. This is big. This is one of my biggest issues.
A lot of us don't walk around, we don't know who we are, we stand for. And it's scary.
Right.
If you're, of a certain age.
No, that's my thing. Because I'm just like, okay, there's certain things like my mother had at 34 years old that I don't have. Focus on yourself and where you are. Don't let society say you need to have the house, the land, the gold. Stop. All right? These are tips on how to empower yourself. 3, run your own race.
Is that a mic drop?
Oh, sorry, Gary. Run your own race. Why are you in competition with the person next door?
Well, I'm gonna just put it out there. Competition is good.
Okay, if it's
For
friendly,
business,
yeah.
not nasty, snarky, sneaky. No, competition is good because do you know Anne?
Yes.
Anne owns a event space as well.
Does she?
And do I need to compete with Anne?
No.
I don't need to compete with her, but it's good to be able to be wanted. And also, the flip side of that is we work so well together. Whenever I don't have the date available, what do I do?
Okay, see, but that's different. Okay, so it's friendly competition, but it also will teach Keisha to level up. Maybe Anne is doing
Absolutely.
Okay, so I can say that. Okay, so yes, run your own race, but then have someone that you can channel things off of.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's great.
She's doing this longer than I.
Yeah, so that's what I was just saying.
I'm up in her bit.
You just came on the scene. A lot of us just came on the scene, me included. And I'm like, damn.
I want to learn from those who paved the way before me.
Heal. Heal. You cannot empower a soul, honey, if you are an alcoholic. If you, how can you? How can you empower yourself when you don't even know your worth, sis? Have a seat. Don't come try to empower me and you have a lot of demons that you need to work on. I love this. This gets better. I'm sharing tips on how to empower yourself for this month and forever, right? The other tip, trust yourself. Trust yourself.
That one is for me. I'm taking that one with me. That one is for me right there.
Keisha, for sometimes it comes in your mind. It came in your mind for a reason. Don't second guess it. Trust yourself. Network. And you know I had to put like you mean it. Yeah. Okay? So these are tips on how you can empower yourself. Networking is king. I cannot tell you how important networking is. So dynamic. My workshops are still available. Holla at me. Let me put purpose into your life, right? Love. You have to love yourself and other people. If you don't like people, you can't empower them. And if you can't empower me, then to me, you're a fraud. Honestly.
But you know what? Not everybody have that gift.
Right. But
everybody
that's okay.
gifts fall into different places.
Absolutely.
And people should not be in another lane that they're not comfortable.
Everybody's a coach on social media. You can't even coach yourself. You don't even love yourself. I know we have to go. Also, love what you do. If you're not a coach that's smiling and you can't motivate me. And I think a lot of coaches out there, they're just doing it for the dollars, but they don't love what they do, right?
Okay.
The last one is hold yourself accountable, okay? You cannot empower yourself if you don't say, Keisha, you know you should have done that, Keisha. And style and grace. So style and grace, of course, is what you look like. I mean, not everybody can be Cardi B's risque and do the tease me videos.
What you know about that song?
It just came out. It just came out. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But it's on my feed. Not everybody can look like Cardi B. Stop it. Some of us, some of us have to understand that. There's a lot of women out there, oh my God, that's so forced. You know, you're doing it for the wrong thing. Silent grace, I added on there because a lot of you guys don't look good. Okay, you don't look good out there with what you're doing. I'm being very honest. I want a sister to say, Jessica, you don't look good, have a seat, versus I'm embarrassing myself. Style and grace is very important. Very, very important. I don't look good. Stop it.
Chloe said, uplift, support, encourage, and motivate each other. That's
absolutely
what it means.
Thank you so much. And she has amazing events. I do want to shout out an event that I thought it's fit because Women of Integrity, to me, this is empowerment. This is I think one of the better empowerment groups. Shantae Carter, this Saturday the 9th. Check out her page, Women of Integrity. Her brunch is always phenomenal. I always walk away with gems. Keisha, stop laughing. But it's true. It's true.
Don't look good.
No, but I mean, we can't all be Cardi B. All right? We can't all be Cardi B. Please share your flyers.
Cardi B,
because she's getting very risque lately.
One to Oprah,
No, because I'm talking about style and grace.
Oh, style and grace. Well, that's her thing.
That's her thing, but it's not for everyone to do it.
Absolutely not.
You know, so just stay in your lane. If that's what you get out of this whole spiel, that we all have something to offer the world. I always tell my students, don't be selfish with your light. Share it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come
I
on.
agree.
And what if Keisha didn't have this space? Then the party wouldn't have been here, and then it would have been a missed opportunity. That's what I'm talking about. You put an opportunity out here for us come here and have a great time.
Big time.
You know, so again, we want to know who your mentor is. Come back on the show on Monday. We're coming back on the show on Monday, and we love to speak with you guys.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you, Jess.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to drop the gem of the night. Well, not the gem of the night. The quote of the night, because Jessica just dropped some gems. Yeah. This one is from Roy T. Bennett. It is as such. Believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine.
Wow.
So it's believe, brave, talented, know, capable, and imagine.
Wow.
Those 6 words, you can, put them in any category, but use it to reinforce what we said tonight.
The tips.
Yes, use the tips. You're going to type it out in the comments?
I can do that, Gary, before we leave, before you shut down. Let's type the tips in.
Type the tips in so they can resonate.
I didn't get to talk to Gary today, but we would love to get a male's perspective next week on what empowerment means, because there definitely should be a man empowerment month.
I'm really, to be quite honest, I think you've heard me say this before. Yeah. I am actually overwhelmed with the amount of women empowerment. I would like to see more kings, men empowerment. They need, if we are so empowered, where does that leave them? I would forever say this, I am done. Yeah, no, it's too much.
It's too much, and
I love us women.
I love you guys.
I think we have mastered it now. I think so.
But there's a lot of women that still need it, but we need to empower the men.
No, I don't set to stop all of it. It's a lot. I'm just saying, I hardly see anything for the men. But since
hold on.
But this is Women's History Month, so I'm gonna wait for
it. It is Women's History Month, but I have to shout out Will Thomas and Fred Banny. If you guys are watching, they have their own. They started this group. Kings Sharpening Kings. They had a brunch. Will Thomas had a brunch. Phenomenal. A lot of healing happened. I invited 2 guys there. They said, Jessica, they said, I'm going to see a counselor. Can you believe that? They said, thank you for this share. So the men need to level up. And we thank you guys for watching. Gary, are we out? I saw the black on the screen.
We're done?
We're not done. Oh, Bria,
great.
Hi, Bria.
He's typing. Good. So
he's typing.
we can take the
guys,
advantage.
If the men out there need to come on the show too.
Yes, we would love to hear from you. I think I'm going to hold one here. A men's empowerment. Summit. Like 2 hours talking, 1 hour eating and networking sort of thing. And
we want our guys
I want you guys to also be on the same
page.
Or wherever you need to be in life.
Correct.
Because a lot of us are lacking the opportunity to seek counseling. Women too, but I think based on the ratio of women
that's
events,
the thing. Yeah.
The men really stack very low, because I just think that Inclusion.
That's the word. We talked about that.
That's the word.
Inclusion. We can't beat our men up if we're not even showing them the right and proper way. What about I just got an event idea. Okay, guys, stay tuned.
Chloe said that's her old partner, Will.
Shut up.
It's
a small world, but
be careful how you treat each other.
He did a phenomenal job, and it was very small and intimate. He said the guys may not show up. They sure did. He
That's
had
good.
30
Tell
series.
him to come.
Will Thomas, please come on our show. We want to hear from you.
And then I would like
to
talk to him.
Very smart idea. Very smart idea.
Collaborate with him here.
I'm going to add him on this.
Yeah, we need to get the men included.
He said, Jessica, men were crying.
Yeah, we need to listen. We'll black out the windows with more privacy. Make sure there's a partition. Right. Like people can feel more intimate.
The way how you approach a man is very different than how they're not gonna be like, grab the mic like a woman will tell her story and these guys.
And a lot of men out there are hurting.
Be gentle to our men.
Yeah, women take care of our men and vice versa.
And they need to take
care of
correct. Absolutely. And take care of yourself. The moral of the story is we need to heal. And this is what Jada does on her show. I'm saying it again.
The Red Table Talk.
It's about, I think, I watched 4 episodes. It's about healing and understanding love. Wale, the Nigerian king that he is, Wale doesn't know how to love. And so many men. And Jada was like, this is so sad. Because you're a celebrity.
And you know what? That's the thing. That's why I don't understand why people put them on this great pedal. They have challenges too. Even though they have become this, status, they are hurting. And this is why a lot of them sometimes overdose. Because it cannot get rid of that hurt.
Correct.
They don't heal because there's so many people.
Yeah, taking from them. Take. And that's what he's saying. He said,
so don't let nobody take from you all the time. They got to give too. So if you're in a relationship where everybody's taking, what is going to be left of you if you're not also replenishing?
A lot of emptiness. And he said that the love, he didn't really see it in his household because Nigerian people, they come here to work. You know, so we are a product of our household. If somebody wants to come for me about that, any healthcare provider or professional, let's talk about it, because I think nurture versus nature is so big, and it's one of those topics, Keisha. You Google it, a lot of people said people are not a product of their household. I think we are. We see a lot of people say no. They say you, Keisha, should know better. You should change. Society should help you.
I've seen this for half my life. How am I going to know better?
So
if I wasn't taught it.
Right, that's how I feel. It's a big thing. Nature
that's
versus
a head scratcher
nurture.
right there. But I'd love to hear somebody else's opinion. Opinions are just that, opinions. Yeah. You don't disrespectfully give them, and you don't disrespectfully, shun
that's something
them.
that needs to be taught. A lot of people, Keisha, they think their word is
some
the bond.
People think their word is bond, and sometimes you got to listen to the other flip coin of the situation that you are have been perceived and
correct.
You don't have to say it's right, but you don't have to say it's wrong.
Correct.
But all you got to do is just say, I hear you, but hey.
Even look at the Diddy. Are we done? Diddy, I don't know.
Gary's like, just go for it.
I'm sorry, but I don't know who this new Diddy is. I say it's new.
Yo.
I love this Diddy.
Diddy said he played himself by not marrying Kim.
He did?
Somebody said, yo, get the heck out of here. Why the hell you putting up this picture with you and Kim? You should have married her. You had all this chance.
You had all this
chance to marry. Now she dead. You want to be on
Yeah, this new Diddy's all about spreading love.
On social media,
we don't
know if it's even fake or true, but he typed allegedly that he played himself.
Really? I have to go look in the archives for that. Guys, until next time, because Gary's getting anxious on us.
Bye.
Bye, Instagram.